Well, today we'll be having a short presentation by a young lady all the way from the beautiful island of Barbados, and she'll be presenting on how to practice hospitality within the schools as well within the community. So please give her your undivided attention. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Kiana Noel. I am 23 years old. I am a recent-ish graduate from the University of the West Indies, where I would have acquired a bachelor's in a double major in sociology and psychology. And today we are here to discuss, the reason for a lack of hospitality in schools and communities. When I first heard this question, I started analyzing it from a sociological and psychological paradigm because that's what I majored in. And I believe to best answer this question, we have to take it back. And when I say take it back, I mean to really analyze our mores, our values, to look at, modernization and how that has significantly impacted the way we interact with each other. You know, the way that we speak to people or the way we operate, as a society is not the way that we did before. Before, and I never experienced this, but I would have heard, like, you can leave home and leave your pot on and your door open, you could be sure your neighbor gonna turn off the pot for you and nobody gonna steal nothing that belongs to you. But no, we operate in a very self-driven and selfish environment where people look out for themselves. And that's really one of the keys of modernization. When we become more modern and we are attempting to industrialize and become more like first world countries, we lose that sense of kinship, that sense of strong community bonds that would have once defined who we were. And it's good to modernize, of course. You don't want to be left in the dark ages, but it also comes with its grievances, there I see. And that sense of strong community bonds and kinship, happens to be one of them. I believe that in order to really address the lack of hospitality in schools and communities, we first have to look and recognize all the social stresses and the frustrations that individuals in society go through. I mean, we literally just broke out of a pandemic, which for some caused severe physical ailments that they have not recovered yet. For others, it has been mental ailments. We are in an economic crisis right now. So much people have been laid off, so there's a high unemployment percentage rate in the country right now. People are hungry, people are struggling to meet ends meet, and it's frustrating. And we all know that when people become frustrated, they often sometimes seek alternative methods of pacifying those situations or trying to better those situations. And one of them, unfortunately, sometimes manifests itself in the way people speak to others. It may be a little harsh, may lack a little patience. And I think in a school or in a community, it speaks for itself because we have individuals who are coming into an already stressful environment where they're expected to learn and produce, but they're also dealing with all the things that they're not saying. Things like not eating on morning, things like struggling to find bus fares to get in van, things like parents laid off, things like not having shoes or uniforms, and having to deal psychologically with how that will impact them mentally when they come to school because they don't want to be bullied. And in doing so, it could significantly impact the way they speak to the teacher. And then in doing so, the teacher becomes frustrated and may not want to teach the children because they become so caught up in what they're receiving that they don't take the time to really analyze and sit down and dissect what may be going on with this child mentally or what may be happening in this child's life at home. And in doing so, it creates just a cycle of disrespect. And it may not be genuine disrespect, but it may be as a result of these stresses and these social frustrations that both teacher and child, both mother and child, both father and child, both all individuals of society are experiencing, and it's no fault of anyone's. I remember a past teacher, he said to me, I want to do a study on the disruptions in school and the high crime rate. And he says, I really think it's a lack of love. And I really believe it's a lack of love. And again, that's what hospitality is. Hospitality is that selfless interaction, like putting others before yourself for the greater good. And it is hard to do so when we're battling silent battles, when we have to think about all the other social frustrations that we may experience in our day-to-day lives. But it takes that one person to come above and to say, okay, yes, despite me going through this, I'm going to choose to show love. Despite me, I don't feel like doing it, I don't feel appreciated, but I'm going to choose to show love. And I think that that's where it starts. I think we have to go back to the norms and the values that we had before, where we thought about others before we thought about ourselves, where we would give our last without thinking how that would impact us. We're seeing someone happy made us smile. And I believe that in doing so, we're making a step in the right direction to become a more hospitable country and school and society overall. And I think that it really would make a significant impact in the way that we interact with each other, and it will cause a domino effect, because parents speak to child different and child is going to speak to teacher different. Of course there are going to be other things, but at its core, we know that we have covered one base, and I think that that's really where it has to start. I'm really excited to hear your ideas and your thoughts on your analysis of this question, and to continue the discussion. And I really want to thank Jolisa for giving me the opportunity to speak about it. It's really made me think and really made me analyze, and I really love that. And I genuinely hope that in the next few years, possibly, that we can really see a shift in this selfish mentality or view of life that we have taken on while modernizing, and that we can really start to see those kinship and our strong sense of community coming back in Barbados. Thank you.